In this video I'm going to show you how to estimate angles. It's a useful skill to be able to estimate angles for times when you want to have a look at a pie chart and guess roughly how big the size of a portion is, or for angle problems that require you to have a general sense of how big the angle is. Okay, there are two very important angles that you need to know off by heart, and once you know these two angles, everything else is either going to be between or beyond the angles, and it's going to give you some very useful reference points. So the first one then is the 180 degree angle, or a straight line. So let's suppose that I was making a turn from here, from horizontal all the way round, half a turn to horizontal again. That is an angle of 180 degrees. So from 0 to 180. If I was doing half of that, only half of a half turn, and I was going from horizontal to vertical, well, half of a half turn, that's half of 180. Half of 180 is 90, so half of a half turn is 90 degrees. Okay, we can show that using a squared symbol to show that that's a 90 degree angle. Okay, once we know those two angles, everything else is either going to be in between 0 and 90, in between 0 and 180, or in between 180 and 0. So it's not going to be too difficult to work it out. What's going to be most useful now is to get a rough sense of angles between 0 and 90. So on this page I've shown angles from 10 up to 90 degrees in 10 degree increments. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, just to give you a rough sense. And if you get an idea of what 40 and 50 look like, then that's also quite useful, because 45 degrees is obviously half of 90, and once you've got an idea of what 45 degrees looks like, you can then work out even more angles. So let's do a 90 degree angle, let's do about a 45 degree angle, that's about 45 degrees. Then if you are finding angles that are less than 45 degrees, you can then judge, well, how close is it to 45, how close is it to 0? You know, if it was there, I can see that's less than halfway to 45. If it's there, that's about halfway to 45. If it's there, that's really close to 45, but it's still less than 45. If it's a bit more than 45, that's about there. Halfway between 45 and 90 is about there, isn't it? And then getting close to 90. So you can see, knowing anywhere between 0 and 90, or sorry, knowing 0 and 90 degrees is useful. Then you can find halfway, that's 45, and there it just gets easier and easier. Okay, I've got some examples to go through. Let's try estimating angles A, B and C. So there are two tricks that I would use to help me estimate. The first one is to rotate the page or the diagram so that one of the lines is horizontal from where I'm looking. So I've rotated the diagram so that this line here is horizontal. That's just going to help my eye judge the size of angle A. The second trick is to get a piece of paper, a rectangular piece of paper or a square piece of paper that has a right angle in the corner, so that I've got a perfect right angle. And then what I might do is, with a ruler and pencil, is just to sketch a 90 degree angle there up the side of the page, and that way I can then move the piece of paper away and have a look. Right, angle A, that is looking quite close to half of 90, so my estimate for that is going to be 45 degrees. Get your piece of paper again for B, straight line down the side. Okay, and then move the piece of paper out the way. Okay, angle B, a bit less than half this time, so I'm going to guess about 35 degrees. I've not seen these angles before, I've not measured them properly with a protractor yet, so this is genuinely my best estimate. Okay, and now angle C. So I could rotate the diagram, or I could just rotate my piece of paper, whichever's easier really. I do need to get it lined up though, so I'm just going to improve that lining up. Yeah, okay, get that right tucked in the corner, and then draw a line along the edge of the paper. Okay, there's my 90-degree angle now, and it's a lot closer to 90 than the other two. So let's have a look. I'm guessing that that's about, it's not, it's somewhere between 80 and 90. I'm gonna say 83 degrees. It's too big to be 80, I think. Anyway, let's get the protractor out and see what it really is. Okay, so I'll start with angle A. Angle A is actually 40, somewhere between 46 and 47, so that's not too bad. But let's say it was 46 then. Let's say it's 47. Okay, so that was angle A. Angle B okay, there's angle B, and it is 30. Okay, where's 30? There's 10, 20, 30, so it's about 23 degrees. It's a bit difficult to tell on the screen. 23 degrees. Okay, I was a bit out with that one. And then angle C, I said was 83 degrees. It is, yeah, it's between 83 and 84. So I'll err on the side of caution. I'll say it was 84 degrees. Okay. So those were 3 acute angles. I'm now going to do the same with 3 obtuse angles. Right, angle D first of all. If I get my piece of paper, rotate the diagram a little bit so that the line's horizontal, more or less horizontal. Right, get my piece of paper, yep, there we go. And then draw a 90-degree angle. The reason why I've done that is because now I can have a little go at working out what this angle here is in relation to 90 degrees, add it onto this bit, which I know is 90. So this bit's definitely 90. This bit now looks like about 60 degrees. So in total, obviously that would be 150. So if I just clear those off, my estimate then for angle D is 150 degrees. Okay, I'll just get rid of that as well. Right, angle E. Okay, so here's my piece of paper, which has helped me out so far. Tuck it into the corner. I don't think I've really got that shape perfectly lined up. Okay, tuck the piece of paper into the corner and then draw a straight line to help you, a guideline. So it's a little bit more than 90, but not much. I'm going to guess 100 degrees. Okay, and then the last one, rotate the shape again so that I've got one of them horizontal. Something like that. Bring my piece of paper down. Okay, I can do better at rotating that. That looks like it. Okay, straight line using the edge of the paper. What actually might also help is a horizontal line here now. Okay. Right, this angle here, or maybe that angle. If that angle was 20, then that would be 70, and if that's 90, 90 plus 70 is 160. So my estimate for angle F is going to be 170. No, sorry, what do I mean? 160. 90 plus 70. Okay, let's find out what they are then. Bring that over to here. What are you doing? Okay, rotate the protractor. Okay, this is starting round here. Zero's over here, so I follow the outside set of numbers. And I get 152. That's not bad. So it wasn't 150, it was 152. But you can see that the estimate was worthwhile because I was pretty close. Okay. Turn the protractor round. Right, it's got to be exactly lined up, otherwise it's not going to be very accurate. Okay, zero's over here this time, so I'll take the inside set of numbers to 100. Aha, 100. I got one exactly correct. 100 degrees for angle E is correct. That's this angle down here, obviously. And then finally, angle F. Type that right in. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's about there. Okay, I need to use the outside set of numbers because zero's over here. That's not in the right place, is it? There. Okay, so I need to use the outside set of numbers round to here. One in between 160. I think that's exactly halfway between 160 and 170. 165. Oop. 165 degrees. Okay, so that's how to estimate angles. In summary, if you know that this is 0 to 180, you know that this is 0 to 90, then you can hopefully estimate angles anywhere between 0 and 90, roughly to the nearest 5 or 10 degrees. And then from then on, you can work out obtuse angles and reflex angles. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.